Hi everybody, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Okay, before we talk about other things, let's get the two vultures out of the way. Yes, indeed, the vultures have landed in a private jet in Birmingham. I wonder who paid for the private jet this time. Yep, they chartered the private plane via Planet 9, a global aviation company. And friends, this was not just any old private jet. Oh, no. It has 2 bathrooms, seating for 13 passengers, 5 beds, and storage for 12 to 15 suitcases. And it comes at about $12,000 for the 10-hour flight. What I am curious about is who fetched them in those 2 black vehicles. The one I could see properly was a Mercedes with blacked out windows. A friend of mine has made some predictions based on a tiny bit of insider knowledge and gossip. She is predicting that the divorce rumors will now start in all earnest. Obviously, very obviously, because I've seen that already this morning. And she also predicts that it will reach a crescendo by end of September when Meghan is due to fly back to California for, in inverted commas, business. It will be said that Harry is to fly back to California with the children to spend the few days break with Meghan over Christmas and New Year. My friend predicts that there may be stories coming out that Lily has problems adapting to life in the United Kingdom and that she may end up staying with Meghan in California. She further predicts a whole lot of fun coming towards the end of September. Now, this was just a conversation, sharing thoughts and ideas, but I'm sharing it with you because I think she is right and 100% on the mark. Or let's say 98%, because with Meghan there's always something we did not expect, usually in the worst possible way. Anyway, the reason why I suspect she may be right is because, true to form, Charles and his office announced that him and Camilla will undertake a Caribbean tour from the 27th of October to the 4th of November. And you know what? If I did not know any better, I would have said that Charles was Meghan Markle Mach 2 or Meghan is Charles Mach 2. I swear, the two are both such attention-craving, attention-grabbing, attention hogs. I can actually picture it. The moment King Charles was told Harry and Meghan were on their way, he quickly called up Torben Andre.
Tobin, my dear friend, my most sincere apologies for waking you from your slumber. But you know that royal tour? You know, that taxpayer-funded free holiday to the Caribbean we've been planning for 6 months now? Well, can you announce it today? We simply cannot allow old Meghan to hog the headlines today, now can we?
So, I'm willing to bet that Meghan or Harry, or Meghan and Harry, are going to pull out all stops with Charles out of the country to obviously hog the limelight and grab the headlines. just in case William tries to get a headline or two, or, they could not allow Charles and Camilla to be on the front page every single day being in the Caribbean. So, yes, that is why I believe, my friend, I believe that end of September will come with loads and loads of fun, and it will escalate towards the end of October. I also agree with her that the British media is clearly teaming up, forming cliques on either side of the divide, pitting William and Harry against each other. Half preaching reconciliation between the brothers and the other half preaching against it. Now, something else we spoke about was the current British Prime Minister wanting to close all asylum seeker hotels by 2029, which could be a good thing when you look at it superficially. But when you read the fine print where it talks about alternative structured accommodation, I had to go ask what that meant. And I was told it means retrofitting old military sites, refitting and using vacant student housing blocks, and repurposing commercial and industrial plots into secure housing. Okay, but now my question is, how much is it going to cost the British government and taxpayer? Now, Andy Burnham is saying he wants to spread the migrants more evenly across the country so that lower income local councils do not absorb the majority of the asylum seeker population. Well, my friends, here's to hoping a migrant family moves in next door to Harry and Meghan in the Cotswolds, or even better, maybe a family of migrants with 8 children can move in next door to Clarence house. Oh, wouldn't that be grand? Anyway, you don't have to be a political genius to know that Britain is in a bit of a spot of a political mess, and sometimes I can't help but wonder whether all these headline-grabbing royal shenanigans are not perhaps to take the attention away from the political and social issues in Britain. I don't know, but it seems awfully frivolous to speculate about where Harry and Meghan is going to live and blah, 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 when there are real big issues in Britain at the moment. I also see that poor King Harold of Norway is not doing well at all. The media class it as him being on sick leave, but from what I hear, his condition is indeed deteriorating. Queen Sonja has also cancelled all her official engagements this week, so it really does not look good for the poor man. Håkon is standing in for his father, and he appears to be doing an okay job. But what really ticks me off is old Princess Martha Louise, who has to now court the media and draw attention to herself and her grifting husband, the shaman, Durek Verey, who allegedly underwent a kidney transplant in the same hospital or close to where King Harold is. Really, those two, as far as I'm concerned, are almost as bad as Harry and Meghan. We are just lucky that their media is not as ferocious and we don't hear about them as often as we do about Harry and Meghan. Lucky us. My dear friends and subscribers, viewers, listeners, and frenemies, I promise you, I'm working on some real deep stuff for you. My daughter and I have a big market coming up for an animal charity, so there's that. I'm making dolls and toys and painting some decor for that market. And then this weekend I will have to try and fix my garden. It is an absolute disaster after they had to dig up those old sewage pipes. But I won't even take you through the rest and all of it because you will surely think I'm fibbing, guys. It's so bad, it's actually funny. Anyway, guys, you take care. Please stay vigilant and stay safe. Bye.